Hey Fruit Faces, it is KlaireeBerry, and I want to talk with you guys today about metabolic damage. I know there's a lot of people talking about this, a lot of people that don't even agree that it's a real thing, a lot of people trying to show that it is. I definitely believe in metabolic damage. I think the way that our metabolisms work, there's really no denying it once you look at the actual science. And it's kind of one of those things where, one little study, of course, kind of everything's like that. One little study is never going to prove everything, but it can really, when you have look at different things and different aspects of things, you can kind of put the pieces together and read between the lines yourself. So I just want to kind of chat a little bit about this with you today. Now, I'm not huge into the science. I don't know that much about it. I know just enough to be dangerous. So, I'm just going to kind of tell you what I think based upon what I know. So, of course, our little cells, our little mitochondria is all over trying to, convert that oxygen and calories basically into energy for us. The little factories, just chugging along. And they're always going to try to be their most efficient. Our bodies we're always going to aim for efficiency. So, what we don't realize, there's a couple different sides of, metabolic damage, and overeating can also produce damage because it's just going to confuse the fact the mitochondria. They're like little factories, and if they're bogged down, it's going to have the same wear and tear, maybe not the exact same kind, but you're going to have some issues. You're going to have some damage. And of course, if you're doing yo-yo dieting or just not eating enough food, or even if you're just not eating the right types of food, you can definitely hurt, your little energy factories too, and it's going to hurt your overall metabolism. Food is information for your cells, and if you're overloaded with information, it can, again, cause damage just as much as being starved. So starvation mode, though, is key because this is like the number one thing is your body's trying to do is keep you alive, right? So again, of course, it's going to use the most efficient means possible. And that means if you're facing starvation for real, or your body even starts to think that you are, then it's going to conserve calories and cling to fat, basically. It's common sense in one way. It's just that, there's so many different aspects of proving things to people, you know what I mean? But when you look at your hormones are working immediately. After a full meal, they're already kicking in to shut down appetite, and to just have different reactions with your insulin, with your hormones and everything. And your brain does this all the time. Our hormones are, up and down and in relation to what we're eating. And, if you have a low energy intake, your hormones are also going to fall, and you are going to lose weight, but you're also going to be more, efficient at storing fat at that point. And again, it's not like, oh, I'm going to starve myself for this long and then this energy efficient mechanism is going to kick on. No, like your body's doing it slowly all the time, reacting to try to keep you in homeostasis. So this is why you have like the set point theory, that your body is really going to get back to, the place unless you do something drastically different. Most people, we see this all the time. Most people, they go on a diet, they lose a little bit of weight, and then what do? They gain it back. They go on a fast, they, lose a little bit of weight. What do? They gain it back. And the reason why they're so easily, able to snap back to that old set point is because your brain is keeping this. And yes, you can create new set points where people get bigger and bigger and bigger because like, oh, we're at this set point for a while, I'm going to reset. Our brain does that. But it does work on both sides. Like I said, if you're full and you're eating too much and you've gained a little bit of weight, your body's going to naturally kind of tone down the hormones that tell you that you're hungry. It's going to rev up the, let's bust these, let's use this energy. And your body is aiming to do that. So kind of like get out of your own way and let your body do its job. But again, if you're going to, be not eating good foods for you, if you're not going to be eating food in general, restricting calories a lot, then your body is going to notice it. And it's going to, unless you're willing to keep up that type of, restriction, then it's going to be pointless aside from some temporary, weight loss that isn't even good for you. But I just really feel like once you look, if you really want to look into it, scientifically, I would definitely look at the hormones, because that hypothalamus, like, that's its job, is to monitor the fat and keep it constant. And when you have leptin, everybody is talking about that and the fat hormones. It's very closely linked with the brain and with the fat cells, to perform some form of weight maintenance. And that's where you find the genes come in, because the genes actually, not only, I mean, yes, you have tall people with longer bodies that naturally burn more calories, but a lot of the genes, you're looking at more hormonal stuff and just different levels of different things and different signals to send to the brain for when you're feeling full and things like that. So it's all about the hormones. So if you're losing weight again because of restriction, then your body, your hormones are going to flip that switch a little bit, and it's just going to backfire on you. So that's why the best thing to do is just eat your calories, eat a steady amount of calories. You don't need to overdo it. Eat your carbs so you're stable. If you want more information about how I eat, be sure to check around on the Instagram, and also here on the channel I have different playlists that you guys can check out for food hauls, groceries, what I eat in a day videos. If you have anything you want to see from me, let me know. And I hope you guys are doing well. Take care. Don't forget to eat your fruit, and I'll talk to you soon.